There we go. Okay, so I need to change the stream info. Uh, there we go. Changed. I have no idea what this prelude is. It's a visual novel. Rinko? God damn it, Rinko? Erika? No one wants to talk about it, but that's on anyone's mind these days. Mysterious things have been happening all around Shibuya. Sightings, attacks, disappearances, fear. How is a kid supposed to be a kid in a time like this? But honestly, Ryota never really was like most kids. He's not usually glued to his phone all day. Kitty Gaoga vanishing, the Marunaochi vanishing, the bathroom vanishing. Ryota's concerns bring him to a mysterious case file posted online. It's titled The Kirigaoka Vanishing. He reads it to himself the best he can. Does this have trophies? It doesn't. Having tracked another reporter dark fog in the area, I arrived to find it at past, leaving dreary rain hanging over the neighborhood. At the scene, all we found were the clothes of a mother and the son, left behind like two molted cicada shells. It's hard to even imagine. Parent and a child just gone, precious lives snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing that I had failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt. As if on cue, the rain started pouring down. Heavier and heavier it fell with each passing minute, but I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella. That's when the obvious culprits returned to the scene of the crime. A group of monsters. They had umbrellas of their own, as if rain followed them wherever they go. I was furious. I brought hell down to them at the very moment. They tried to protect themselves with umbrellas, but I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment, but my utter wrath kept me going. As I picked up to leave, I still refused to open my own umbrella. I just walked away, rain pouring, soaking me to the bone. KK. Unable to shake the idea the monsters are all around him, Ryota navigates on his phone to a document called Marunochi, Vanishing. The language is complicated, but he works to understand it. It says, "I've got a tip on a missing woman from Marunochi. When you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts." Okay, the story my contact told me was that they saw the woman one day when the fog rolled in. He blanketed the area and then poof, she was gone. Times like this make me wish a certain somebody was around. Come to think of it, the fog and these disappearances set the scene for when I first met the rest of my crew. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought it was a load of horseshit. It wasn't until I met them, and until my encounter, that I believed. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have once called hallucinations. Turns out being able to see spirits and monsters isn't fantasy movie nonsense after all. Guess I should be thankful, because otherwise I wouldn't have seen through that monster taking the form of the woman. She made a bunch of red orbs appear, then chased me around, but I knew so long as I didn't let her myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a nightmare to look at, so I put her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag. Found a missing lady's ID cards in there. Then I came across some clothes and looked like they would have been hers. They were... oh. Shoot, I clicked by accident. Okay, okay. Go through it again. No mistaking whose handiwork it was either. I'd finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. Okay, okay. Okay, so I was only supposed to go through them one at a time. One time each. Counted for the third one. He's supposed to get has found something, or rather someone called KK has been looking into monsters in this part of town. Believer, just like Ryota. Social media would never lie, and that means social media would never lie. And that means KK is an expert, maybe the expert in all things paranormal. There's only one thing left to do. Having pored over every story, post, and grainy photo about local monsters you could find, Ryota prepares to take action. I'm gonna ask this KK guy to help. Just gotta figure out where he lives first. You're Mr. Investigator person. Yes. Oh, she looks cool. Hello, how are you? I'm not good and I need your help. Monsters got my best friend Sosuke. Rinko sits up in her chair. She's zeroed in on one of a dozen monitors from across the makeshift command center, stuffed into this cramped Tokyo apartment. It happened near the manhole. Please help him get it back. Data flies across the screen, seemingly too much. Charts and graphs, maps and mathematical equations, even social media feeds and open case files. Somehow through all of those screens and all of the clutter, Ryota's messages catches Rinko's eye. It sounds desperate, but it could just be some bored kid trolling us. Calm and confident, Rinko insists on balancing compassion with skepticism in her analytical approach. On the other hand, the manholes within the vicinity of several recent incidents. Maybe he is involved. She knows what she thinks, but she also knows no one can protect Tokyo all by themselves. Trusting your teammates is the only way to keep everyone safe. What do you make of it, Ed? It squints and takes a single breath as he turns to the screen. He has something to say but holds it back. Technology is easy, people are hard. Instead of speaking up, he places a small recorder on his desk, he presses play, and as the audio begins to roll, Ed turns and walks away. I've heard intriguing stories about so-called manhole girls in Japan, vengeful ghosts of bullied students said to trick other children into following them into the sewer, from where they never return. If any information turns up about such anomalies, I've been keen to investigate. Though I speak purely out of personal interest, it might not be enough to make the rest of my team pursue it without further evidence.
Okay.
Safe to say, since you somehow found the time to record something this specific about a single urban legend, that you want to look into it. Ed is already engrossed in other work. He doesn't respond. He certainly doesn't notice when Rinko rolls her eyes. Rarely does. Probably best we have no idea how you spend your free time, huh, Ed? Erika's been sitting next to Rinko this entire time, listening and waiting for the right time to chime in. The time is... Want me to check it out?
Yeah.
I think so, Erika. Could be dangerous. What if something happens to you? Seriously, you still don't trust me to go out by myself for 5 minutes in the middle of the day? Just 16 years old. Rinko might be right now to trust Erika on something dangerous. Rinko knows that Erika has shown a maturity beyond her years. She gives Erika an almost sisterly look of skepticism. You know it's not that. Rinko quickly turns back to her monitors and away from Erika. But for all her maturity, Erika can quite keep from pouting. It's not making me that face. Besides, we've got our own very private detective in the vicinity already. I'll have him take a look. The stall is brimming as a wide array of customers eat in relative silence. The only sound they make is the slurping of their noodles. The silence breaks when the phone begins to vibrate on the countertop. The owner ignores it, choosing to focus on his meal instead. The phone doesn't care about his hunger and continues to vibrate. The phone wins. Decent solitude have shattered. This is no way to enjoy noodles. God damn it. The silent diner finally glances at the screen. He begins to mutter to himself. In our case, these people have me working harder than my enemies ever did. Can't even get 5 minutes to enjoy quiet lunch. Nice quiet lunch. Oh. Detective reaches over and presses the ignore button and turns the phone's ringer off entirely. The beautiful sounds, he takes another big slurp of noodles. Might not always be around. Time to see how they do without me. I think he's ignoring my messages. I know he'll never win world's most reliable partner, but this really isn't like him. It's not his style to turn down a job like this, no matter how minor it may seem. He does this stuff all the time, probably fine. If he is involved, it's hard to say it's possible. It could be serious ad. I think it's serious ad, Irinka. The rumor's so simple to verify, it's far more likely our friend has already looked into it and dismissed it. After all, the man who girl legends in you. Our energy may be better off elsewhere. Alright. Got more important things to focus on right now. This time another social media post pops up and grabs Rinko's attention. First of yokai in the form of a double-tailed cat kneeling about a local convenience store. Rio just stares at his phone waiting for a reply but doesn't receive one. With no one to help, he doesn't know what to do. The only thing he can do is wait. Where are you, Mr. KK? My friend is in trouble. Pulls out his notebook, begins to doodle, pass the time, and draws a child in a raincoat, dancing on an umbrella, unless... Stops drawing and slowly looks up. Someone is approaching from the alley behind his house. This looks creepy. Okay. Okay, so we've been through this one. Okay, Maranochi. Let's get the other one. Bathroom. Could monsters really live among us? These case files say that yes, they absolutely can and do. According to this one, a lady called me about a missing person vanished from the bathroom of her apartment. Usually I'd brush it off as a runaway, but after seeing the crows circling above her apartment, I had a feeling there more to this. The black stains on the front door before my lunch. Turns out that I'm the only one that can see these black stains. The lady who lived there showed me in, made no signs of noticing it. She showed me the bathtub and gave me a play-by-play of what happened. My boyfriend was taking a bath longer than usual, and so she went to the bathroom to check in on him. When she opened the door, her boyfriend was gone, and for a short instant, there was a reflection of an old shrine on the surface of the bathwater. I rubbed my finger on the rim of the bathroom. There was a transparent, sticky, slime-like substance on it. A reflection of a shrine shone on the water's surface. I need to talk further with my team about this incident to see if these things ring any bells. I purged the black stain on the front door and left the scene. Poor lady, what does she do now? Can any of us do? Okay. Advance. We'll get through this. This time we gotta pick up the phone call.
There?
Hey, went through this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, pick up this time. I guess I'll be risking life and limb. Is that why you let it ring for so long? Too scared to pick up. You know exactly the exact day I stopped being scared or anything. They stopped being a loner, hooked up with us so we could have your back. Sure that works. Besides, I'm not fool enough to pretend this team is even out, okay? Any backup, you know I'll be there. No questions asked. I actually already volunteered, but right now there's nothing dangerous to be worried about. It's a simple check-in on the report. Some suspicious activity that might be connected to these phenomena. I'm looking into it. It's always the simplest cases that go south fastest. You know what? You're right. Maybe Erica should run point on this one. Sure, she's just a kid. You're so busy, so whoa, hold up. Let's not sacrifice the work and make me look bad. Already out. Send me the info and I'll get on it. First, though, I need to talk to one of you about something. Hey, Renko. Let me guess. Guess I interrupted your precious solitary summertime guy. Very not pissed. I was almost done. A forbidden report of eventual spirit abducting children. Interrupt the simple noodles you've had 1,000 times. How much left in this roll I love. When I think of something else, I'll tell you. I want to have a chance to add to that list if we don't figure this out. Both know how powerful the forces we're dealing with really are. You have to keep pulling these threads until we unravel the old damn thing. We'll try this just small. As I can
Yes.
Now I can't rely on you. Might be the only thing I know for certain. Go prove how smart I am, dumbass. It's the job I was born to do. Okay. Oh.
Oi, oi.
I'm not gonna read this. I'm getting my voice. Looks up, clutches the paper, okay. Okay, those sounder from the files, you must be. See, it's all strange mysteries, right? Maybe. He looks at the review of his phone. Okay, I'll use those initials because writing out my name is a pain. I got too much pain already. Not your problem, alright? Anyway, that's me, KK, but I'm not a ghost hunter, I'm a detective. You want an investigator? You got one. Okay. Welcome on in, Raiders. Invert. Boo, invert. So, welcome on in. I'm playing Ghostwire Tokyo, the Prelude, not the full game itself yet. Yeah, no, this is the Prelude. It's not the full game. I have it as well, but I wanted to check this out before we got into the actual game. But yeah. Hey, nodded. Hope you enjoy that raid alert, especially for you. But yeah, welcome on in, folks. We're going through this. I'm having a rough time reading all this, but I'll do my best. But yeah, I finished Horizon already today as well, so just before I started this. It's a great game, but yeah, now we're into this. I'm so glad you're going to look into disappearances at the manholes. Here's the thing, I already did. Made some calls on the way here. There's no record of any recent disappearances. Still got a few friends on the force, so I can dig up dirt quick. KK shoots Ryota. Serious look.
Yeah.
Not trying to pull a fast one on me, are you, kid? Yeah, reading. I am not sure if this is just reading or if it has any actual gameplay. It's true, honest. My buddy Sosuke disappeared. He hasn't come home since yesterday. Last place I saw him was right back here. He motions to the alleyway behind him. Okay. Yeah, this seems to be just a visual novel. It has options. I already failed once. The kid died. Because I chose to ignore the phone call. But yeah. He went down that way. I tried to follow but couldn't find him. He was completely gone. If he's bluffing, he's an incredible liar. Sadness comes over him when he looks back towards the alley. He looks back and forth from the kid then to the alleyway behind him. All alleys are dark. This one looks like it's never seen daylight. See any fog when that happened, the moment he disappeared? Now that you mention it, there has been something spooky around, like a fog of darkness, but it came and went. Okay. Mutters something to himself as he eyeballs the alleyway behind Ryota. Nothing immediately out of place. So much going down in the city, some kid getting lost doesn't exactly seem like front page news. Okay, choice. Press for... Oh. Called kids... Press for more info. I already seen him die once. I need more to go on, kid. Wires to convince he was taken. Didn't happen to anyone else around here. But it did happen to my best friend. Sosuke's been missing for 2 full days. Everyone has been looking, but no one can find him. What about his parents? Have they filed a police report? I'm the only one who really cares about Sosuke. I know. His parents don't care about him? Jeez. I know he needs me. And no one else is even looking for him anymore, just me. He's lucky to have you. It's like when you saw crows circling above the building in one of your cases, and of the cases you investigated. You knew there was more to it than everyone else. The one with smudges on the door we read. Well, Mr. KK, I know there's more to Sosuke's disappearance. I just need your help.
Oh.
Really did your homework, huh? I'm impressed. You're more dedicated than most adults I know. You remind me of my friend Erika. She lost someone too. And she'll never stop fighting for them either. KK takes another glance at the alley. Alright, show me exactly where this Sosuke pal of yours disappeared. Put this up. So you're gonna look into it? Yes. I'm here, and I. Let me check in with my team, see if they're figuring out anything. Could save us time. What's up? We're all here. Just need a quick word with one of you to follow up on what the kid has told me. Ed, I guess. Find anything in those files of yours while I was talking to this kid? Unfortunately, I've only done a limited amount of my own research into this legend before being pulled away by other tasks. That said, I've been quite eager to continue it. Spit it out, what do you know? Of course, it's just theory, okay. He queued up another file on his audio recorder. Let's see, do it, the talking. While installing some ethereal energy monitoring hardware that I decided to place throughout the city, I've become aware of micropulses within Tokyo's electrical grid that are only recognizable within distant frequencies. It's my belief that these frequencies are tied to spiritual resonance, a byproduct of vanishing experiments. My intention is to continue monitoring these pulses via the mobile lab with the hope of ultimately detecting a source location. So far, signs point to the Shibuya district, but I've been unable to produce more specific results. It's as if the source is continually moving, relocating perhaps to avoid the exact time of precision detection that I seek to achieve. Moving target, eh? Hell, if you were trying to move quickly through the city undetected, you could do worse than the sewers. Well, Ed, time to test this theory of yours. Okay, Ryota. Time to find Sosuke. Okay, so what is this? Nothing looks out of place, or things are rarely what they seem. He slowly but deliberately reaches his hands out. He's not holding on to anything, but you would think that he is by the way he's moving. Like he's got something invisible dangling from his fingertips. He's got no clue what he's trying to do, but he watches closely. However, what happens next can only be seen by KK's eyes. As KK opens his finger, a sparkling orb of energy drops from his hand down onto the ground. It ripples like water in a still pond, energy flowing outward into the world. Oh. I guess. A strange trail flows into view as though a spirit has passed through this place. Psychic energy. The trail leads further on, deeper into the alley and out of view. I guess he went that way. Okay. What happened? I didn't see anything. Trust me, kid, it's good you don't see it. It's a power you don't want. You're too young for it, to take a risk like that and change your life forever. The world's a scary place, keeps getting worse. We're gonna find your friend and get you back to your life. And is that where the prelude ends? Oh. What the hell? KK and Rinko are in big trouble this time. Running like rats, desperate to stay alive with only a dingy old sofa between them and monsters. Better find another exit. She turns to KK and sees him holding his head. He appears to be in great pain. It's happening again. Her body's reacting to the ether. Oh jeez. The vision begins to break in half. Oh jeez. Oh. That'd be crystallized. Jeez. This is weirding me out. From thin air, like phantoms. Okay. Oh, finally. These horrific visitors appear surrounding KK and Rinko. We're surrounded. Okay. Wait, what? Are you okay? My mind can be a little hard to control. Just kind of stood there for a little while. Sometimes my memories take me places. Hate to leave you alone again, but you need to wait here while I look for your pal. Sit tight, it won't be long. Report flashes up on the screen. Spiritual residue, exactly at our location. What is it now? Oh, his phone's broken now. It wasn't like this, I think. We just received an alert. There was a massive surge of spiritual entry at your location. Hold off on pursuing until we're able to send in support. Okay. Can't wait forever for you guys. We might have a missing child on our hands. Got plenty of evidence. I know what I'm getting myself into. Relax, as research has already prepared me. I'm ready. I appreciate a vote of confidence on behalf of my work, but that research was actually quite limited. It was more of a brief overview, in fact. I wouldn't call it actionable intelligence, so to speak. It was a very informative overview. I doubt I could be any more ready than I am right now. It's not fair to ask us for help when you think you need us, then use our own words against us when you're too impatient to act as a team. We're in this together. He decides to address one team member specifically to make his case. Erica, I guess? What Erica and I have been through, I don't expect anyone else to understand. Hell, I barely understand it. Here's where I do understand. I take risks so others don't have to. And yeah, I'll do the same thing. That's why I'm proud to call you my team. But it has to stop somewhere. A line needs to be drawn. We aren't the vulnerable ones who need protection. We're all strong, and that strength multiplies when we work together to help others. You two are so special to me, both of you. And I think I understand where you're both coming from. It's just that this thing, the Stormint, once that power has gotten inside of you, the affinity, won't let you rest. It's like being chased. We're running from something awful. I'm sorry that I'm not making sense. I just can't be quiet right now. I have to speak my truth. I have to support whatever decision he makes. A truly selfish act would be to stand still and let it overtake you. In the end, I know that I would do the same thing. Let's hope you never have to, okay? I'll talk to you later. I'm in the middle of investigating. Never was any good at following people's directions. That attitude of his is precisely what saved our hides on countless occasions. I don't think I realized that. Erica smiles, thinking about KK's attitude, and it doesn't bother her. Okay. Nope. They're everywhere. They dart between two horrific figures and two incredible, strange glowing crystals that hover nearby. As he tries to speak, KK wheezes painfully. What would happen if someone tried to touch one of those crystals? I guess it's as good as mine. Might give you the power to fight back, might just make you even more miserable. Who can say? What about him? Did it grant him strength? She nods silently. Okay. After getting the answer, without hesitation, KK stretches his hand towards the crystals. Wait, stop. Stopping's not an option, not for any of us. You don't know what will happen. It could kill you. Those things won't. We're dead if we don't try something else.
Yeah.
We aren't out of options yet. We've thrown away everything to fight these monsters, same as me. There's not a goddamn thing left to lose at this point. Before Rinko can say anything else, KK reaches all the way out. Okay. Here's Sosuke. Deeper into the alleyway, okay. This venture into the unseen brings him to a manhole cover where the spirit residue flashes with an eerie intensity. This spot is clearly the origin point for whatever spirit is at the center of this mystery. Did they take you this way, Sosuke? Looks around again, finds nothing, and finding nothing focuses his attention on the haunted manhole. Spectral vision shows KK a lot more than he thought it might, revealing a glowing specter hovering in this dark and dreary place. The spirit of a man in his 30s, a Jibakure. According to Japanese lore, this type of spirit is trapped in a physical location. Okay, Spectre, what's keeping you tied down here? The Spectre seems unable to answer him, instead he mutters, as if distracted, perhaps completely delirious. Either or maybe both. Spectres aren't especially concerned with politeness or clarity. Neither of us is going anywhere until I get some answers. I need to know, what are you doing here specifically at this manhole cover? Why haunt this place? I thought it was just a kid. Just a kid playing around, just having fun, alone. I wanted to make sure he was safe. So just being neighborhoodly, yeah? Yes, no, not making friend, protecting. But he wasn't a kid though, was it? Or something else, something lurking in the shadows. Did I die? I think I died. This isn't what I expected. What was it? Monster? A monster? Points downwards, underneath, huh? KK stares at the manhole as though he's, if he just looks hard enough, suddenly see, what lurks in the darkness beneath the cover. Excuse me. Gotta hydrate. That's a lot of reading. He doesn't have to see the specter not to know he's right. Went that way. Before he can pull up the manhole cover and see for himself, a long shadow creeps in from the edge of the alleyway. Did you find anything? Snooping around is detective business. You don't belong back here. Thought I heard you talking to someone. Who is this youngster? Only I can hear you, so don't bother. Only you can hear me? Well, sure, nobody else is even here. This is turning into a damn clown show, kid. I need you to stay here while I go down. It's not safe for you there. Not safe, not safe. Monster. But how do you know it's I'll be safer up here? My team's one call away. We'll get here quick if you're in danger. Oh. Aren't you just saying something about being in the middle of an investigation, too busy to talk to anyone? But you shouldn't mention that. Could actually use some help. I believe they call it client services. You calling me mister? Are they nice like you or nicer? Client services sounds more like babysitting to me. If only you would just wait for us to get there. Play the hand we're dealt. Juggling work and childcare has never been my strong suit. I need a little support. Rinko sighs, a long tired sigh of a frustrated person who knows that in the end, of course, they'll help. She'll always help him, just as he always will help her. And I have the perfect candidate in mind. Rinko? You, Rinko, there's nobody I trust more. The way you've looked after Erika, you've got away with the young people, I just don't. Talk some sense into this kid. Make him give me the space I need to get the job done.
Okay.
Put him on. Okay. Mrs. Ghost Hunter? No, Ryota. This is Rinko. I'm the one who first read your message about your friend Sosuke. We're going to find him. You just have to trust us and listen to us. We also need your help. Will you help us? We did a new deputy for our paranormal investigation force. Deputy, like a real deputy? Yes. Perfect. You're now our official task force lookout. It's a tough job. Not just anyone can do it, but I believe in you. Oh, great. So, child employment. I'm sending an alert to your smartphone right now. Every 5 minutes, send me a message and tell me what you see, even if it's just normal stuff. Okay. I'll do my best. But you need to stay right where you are. If you go anywhere, that wouldn't be good task force lookout work. In that case, I would be forced to demote you to a lower position. You have no idea the kind of paperwork that would create. You can count on me, Rinko. Okay. You good? It's on lookout duty. Should keep him busy for a while, but you better proceed with caution. We are on our way. You're the best.
Yeah.
Tell me something I don't already know, okay? Now to get down there and find your pal Sosuke. Dirty water splashes under KK's feet as he makes his way through the still darkness of Shibuya's sewers. The further he goes, the darker it gets, not because of any change in light. No, this darkness is unnatural. In fact, it's not darkness at all, it's tangible. Dense fog made of spiritual energy fills the air. Toxic, paranormal waste coats the ground and plugs the drains. But the air itself is rejecting him. Corruption flows between worlds and reaches around him, blocking his way. How long has it been building up right below our feet? Is it like this everywhere? As he goes deeper, the kegare only increases. There's definitely something here. If there's this much corruption swirling around, nothing I can't handle, though. Alone in the darkness, KK summons his power and... Okay, there is gameplay. Cleanses the corruption, returning the sewer to its normal state. That's better, minus the stink. With the kegare now cleared, as if they were waiting for a moment of safety, someone appears. Sosuke, is that you? The small boy avoids KK's look, turning his back and picking at something on the wet ground. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Hey, you kid, you okay? Can you hear me? Are you hiding from something? Take a bath, take a bath. We all float down here. You'll float too. Come on, kid. This isn't the time or the place. Answer me. I'm not trying to scare you, but you gotta work with me here. In vast darkness of the sewer, the sound of KK's phone suddenly rings out. Chime echoing back and forth around all space. The small boy in the raincoat doesn't seem to notice. He must be very preoccupied. Hey there, Georgie. I'm close. I've found Sosuke, but I'm worried you won't. Awful sounds. Signal is barely holding on. You can only make out a few sounds. Struggles to make out what words they might be forming.
Oi, oi.
Is anyone there? Rinko? Ed? Erika? Who is this? It's Erika. It's got the portrait. It's Rinko, actually. Can you hear me? Are you with Ryota? Can you ask him? Was Sosuke wearing a yellow raincoat? The scratchy connection makes it almost impossible to understand. Sosuke. It's about Sosuke? Not. I can't understand. Sosuke is not what? Not Sosuke. My phone is dead. Damn. Enough screwing around. The child responds. Turns to KK with dead, evil eyes. You're not Sosuke. You're the monster. Okay. Pulse energy. They found his back against the wall, reaching out and touching the other crystal. Ever heard of ethereal weaving monster? Energy surges into KK's hand, green light winding and glowing, charging around his fingertips. The increasingly bright light glows, illuminating the tunnel. And in that moment, standing in the center of the tunnel, we can see this monster, this raincoat visitor. just in time for it to press the child's whistle to its mouth and... At a stranger's fingertip lies KK, now a prisoner. I need my subject to remain calm or else nothing will get done. Despite being captive, KK flashes the stranger a fierce glare. You son of a bitch. Hello, my new friend. I'm keen to see how useful your vessel turns out to be. The stranger takes something out and holds it in his hand. An amulet, though clearly not simply for decoration. Searches with power, looks from the amulet and back to KK and smiles. As the monster's little raincoat visitor blows his whistle, it steps back into shadowy darkness. Running away, huh? It's not running away at all, it's only making space for too much larger, more horrifying visitors to show up and challenge KK. I'm waiting to run into you again. Let's go, you bastards. Okay, summon a shield. Talisman that stops the visitors from moving. Damages a single visitor. Does this stop them from moving? Let's go, you bastards. Frozen in place. Only one stunned talisman is left. An umbrella visitors injure. The opponent awakens from the stun. Protect. Okay, attack deflected. Barrier is broken. Oh. Deflected again. Barrier is broken. Injured attacks. Protect. Okay. And should be dead now. You're done. Oh. Fight is now over. The sewer is oddly calm again. KK sweeps the space, looking for any clues that may be left behind. How would a pack of monsters manifest their evil here? Then he sees it, affixed to one wall of the tunnel. Wooden tags, sometimes called a kifuda. This must be what summoned those things. He reaches out to take the kifuda down, but as his fingertips approach it, wait, Rinko? God damn it, Rinko? Erika? Feels a big quick thump through his body. And he looks down, he sees someone else's arm stabbing through his chest. It's horrifying. Black smoke rushes out of his body. Looking back up, AK sees a man wearing a Hanya mask. You're... As he comes to, he realizes that he's in the tunnel once again. No. Still, he looks at his chest. It's totally fine. No gaping hole, not even a scratch. Sweating, breathing heavily, his mind races. It was a horrible dream. Maybe a vision? Grips the kifuda in his hand. Won't let him get away with this. So hard that it smashes into pieces. He realizes he's not actually alone, distracted by his fury. He had missed the approach of someone new. Who's there? He emerges from the tunnel. What? You fool. You run into a wall of Kigari and your instincts to walk deeper into it. When we're on our way to help. Listen, I know you listen. I'm not done yelling at your stupid ass for making me worry about you. Okay, but all of our instruments at HQ started going wild. Broke basically every traffic law in Tokyo twice to get here as quickly as possible. And we find an open sewer entrance. Little weird peering down into this dirty tunnel, clearly considering climbing down there and to spend our best effort to cover for you and keep him busy. Sure, except So we take a look at for ourselves. It's corruption in all directions. The whole place absolutely soaking in spirit rushes at you. It's like they're amassing an army beneath our feet, and you go sniffing around alone. It's not. Maybe later finish. Worst of all, you arrive stinking but unscathed. Having been gone just long enough to have me convinced that you were really hurt down there, that I would never see you alive again. The problem with disappearing to a dangerous sewer all alone is that the longer you're gone, after Rinko has asked you to be cautious, the more time she has to consider the things she'll shout at you when you return. Things we've been through together. When you're in danger, it's as if I can feel it. Deep down, but there's nothing I can do. What if you had died? The thought of being haunted by you of all people. I almost climbed down there to kill you myself. I'm sorry, I should have waited. Don't you dare be nice to me right now. I need to calm down. I value your friendship and support. I didn't hear that. Okay, above ground, united, team. Turns around to the stars of the Dharma, Sion Klein Ryota. You're never going to tell me, were you? Sosuke isn't your best friend. It's your dog. It's my dog and my best friend. Steps back nervously as Sasuke tries to jump into his lap, tail wag. Oh, calm down, it's just want to be pet. I'd have thought that such a tough as nails former detective would have such a strong phobia around dogs. Don't have to broadcast it, alright? Don't be scared, Sasuke loves everyone. Maybe you should have drawn the line, loving monsters and falling them into the sewer. He hugs his dog and gets a face full of licks in response. KK relaxes, seeing how harmless the little dog is, still keeping some distance. Thank you so much for bringing him home safely, Mr. KK. Mr. KK, what an adorable alias. When exactly did you start going by this new short nickname, KK? I suppose it has a nice ring to it. Not quite so formal as your full name, K. Before we get too sidetracked, as the lead investigator on this one, we've got some paperwork to do, KK. Not sure what's worse, fighting monsters or filling out all these damn forms. It's all obvious that you prefer the fighting to paperwork. Scribbles a few quick lines, only I can read them. KK, this is for you. Oh, a prize for helping you find that ghost? Almost. It's a bill. His face sinks, he's left holding this check. For you, today's work is pro bono. That means free. Consider your receipt. This is your receipt. I'm feeling generous right now. And looks closely at the paper in his hand. It says, the case of the cursed manhole. Extermination complete, KK. Leaning over his shoulder, Rinko lets out an uncharacteristic all burst of laughter. Now I get it. We didn't choose the nickname KK. Sloppy paperwork chose it for you. There's a lot in this life we didn't get to choose. Call me what you like. Not like I've got any use for a real name these days. Definitely not one of my old names. Doesn't matter what anyone calls me, as long as I find that bastard. KK's gaze looks fierce, as though he's recalling a bitter past. Reflected in his eyes is Ryota, who looks to have pleased to have received KK's autograph. His expression softens up in response. That said, I guess KK's not so bad. Okay. That is a weird prelude. Voice cast? Barely has any voice acting, but okay. And now we'll start the game itself, I think. It's quicker than I thought. Okay, skip. There we go. Okay, let's start the game. Oops. I gotta change here, right? Game audio.